And welcome back to Talk of the Town. With me now is an old friend of mine, old and new friend, Jonathan Haupt. He is the executive director of the Pat Conroy Literary Center in downtown Beaufort. Jonathan, good to see you again. I saw you last week.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to see you too.
And we're talking about the Pat Conroy camp. Right?
Yes, Camp Conroy.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to be in June. I think it's June 16th through the 26th, 2 weeks.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
This is your third year, I believe?
It is, yes.
So what is different about this year? What are you, how are you growing it? And
well, the very first year we did it with 9 students, and we had a remarkable time, and it taught us so much about how to do it well. So last year we grew it to 30 students. Right. And we had to add to that a number of camp counselors, as we would say, college age and high school age students. Okay. So there's a growing group of students who benefit from this, not just the campers who are age 8 to 14, right, but also this group of camp counselors as well.
Right, and we talked a little bit about the importance of scholarships. Not all the students are on scholarship, maybe 50% or so, but there are scholarships available.
Yes.
But then also, to provide those scholarships, we need sponsorship. So if someone wants to sponsor an instructor or a child, how do they do all that? Talk a little bit about sponsorship.
Well, this is the wonderful thing that makes the camp possible and available to so many students. There are 30 campers who participate each year, and as you say, about half of them are on scholarship, either a full scholarship or a partial scholarship. Registration for the camp is $299, covers 2 weeks of instruction and all sorts of cool things that go along with that. So it's not a tremendously large amount, but it can be for some families. So what's made the camp really such a joy for us is that community members step up every year and say, I would like to sponsor a student. And they can make a donation to us, to the Conroy Center. We're a nonprofit, so it's a tax-deductible charitable gift. They can also this year sponsor some of those camp counselors as well.
Right, okay, very good.
And to your question about what we're doing that's new this year, since so many of our campers come back year after year, we didn't want it to be exactly the same experience. So we're inviting in a number of guest instructors from all over the place, artists and authors and musicians who are really going to elevate the experience for everyone. Right. And it's possible for our sponsors to sponsor one of those guest instructors as well.
So a company could sponsor?
Yes.
Or an individual or a
family?
Or
a family foundation.
Or
yes,
family
we've
foundation.
seen all of those things.
And would you have to, could you do just $50, or does it have to be the $299?
It does not, no. What we found last year is that most people like to give an amount that sort of translates into something, either a full scholarship or a partial scholarship, but really any amount can be given toward the camp, and we've seen that already.
And so that is a way that the community can really support and become involved.
Yes.
And if they want to participate, is there like a closing ceremony? Or?
There is. I'm glad you asked about that too. Yeah, we have one part of the camp that's open to the public, entirely free to attend. It's the closing ceremony, which will be on June 26th in the afternoon at the Pat Conroy Center. Okay. On that day, the 30 students will be reading from their work and will be showing and exhibiting some of their artwork. So it's really wonderful to see what they've produced in just such a short amount of time too, and how proud they are of it too, as they should be.
And it's so exciting because the students critique each other, they write, they illustrate, and to have the variety of instructors that are authors, but also writers of their own stead. So it is become, I would say, a signature camp for the country. I would think. Is it unique, Jonathan?
It is. We've modeled it after several other book building camps, but no one else is offering the scale that we're offering at this point. And the quality of instruction, as you say, this is something that adults would sign up for if they could, but this is something we do for the youngsters.
Well, you need to have an adult camp. Have you thought about that?
We do talk about that every year. Can we take on an adult version of Camp Conroy? And maybe it's time we spend a little more time thinking about that. It would be a fun thing to do, right?
Any final thoughts about the camp? Again, it's June the 16th through the 26th.
And it's at Beaufort Middle School, which was Beaufort High School when Pat Conroy was a student and a teacher, so it's particularly special for us to be back on that campus since it meant so much to Pat.
Okay, and I think May 8th is the deadline for anyone that wants to apply for a scholarship. Registration?
May 29th.
Oh, May 29th.
We've got a little bit more time for that.
Good.
And that information is on our website too about how to apply for a scholarship. It's both need-based and merit-based.
need and merit-based. Thank you so much, Jonathan. I know our time goes by so fast, but good to have you back with us to talk about Camp Conroy, which again will be this June. So we'll be right back with Talk of the Town again. Thanks, Jonathan.
Thank you, Rob.